The Table is Yours podcast contains content that may not be suitable for some audiences, such as themes of violence, swearing, sexual language, alcohol, and death. We advise you to check the episode description for any other specific content warnings. Please, if any sequences or episodes are ever triggering or uncomfortable in any way, we ask you to take a pause from the episode or skip it entirely. It is important that our table is a safe space for everyone, including you.
The Table is Yours podcast is a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends around a table and through video call play tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons. Together, we hope to bring the joy and fun of our game to you, wherever you are, as if you're part of our table. For when you're sitting, creating, and playing with us, the table is yours.
Hello, and welcome to The Table is Yours, a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends sit around a table and through video call to play D&D and other TTRPGs eventually. Leave us alone. My name is Con Riley. I am your DM, your GM, your friend. My pronouns are they, them, and you follow me anywhere at Kryles. And we're doing favorite TV moms?
Yeah.
Not movie?
Movie and TV.
Movie and TV moms for fun facts this week. I did not think of one. My favorite TV/movie mom for my fun fact.
It's alright.
Pink Diamond, no, I'm just kidding. God, my favorite TV.
It's alright. The mom from the SNL Tostino. I am your
Fred Armisen, yeah. My favorite TV mom. That's a good one.
Fred Armisen.
What about Danny Phantom's mom?
What's she ever done?
Surf pussy cunt.
She wears an incredible outfit. Yeah, she wears an incredible outfit, first of all.
I'd say movie, reality TV, regular TV, cartoons, whatever.
Just like celebrity or media mom.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the graphic novels if you want. Sure.
My favorite TV or media mom is Bulma from Dragon Ball. I love Bulma. She's sick. Love her.
There we go.
There you go.
Alright, well, let's go around and meet our flirtatious friends, starting with Lexi May.
Yeah, there we go.
Hi there. My name is Lexi May. I use she, her pronouns. I play Connie, the human fire genasi artificer, who also uses she, her pronouns. You can find me online at Lexi May Hunter on Instagram. And my favorite TV/movie mom is from Komi Can't Communicate. It's Komi's mom, Shuko.
Hi, my name's Andrew. I play Wash. My pronouns are he, him, so are Washes. You can't find me. And my favorite TV mom is Mrs. Pesto, because if I was married to Jimmy Pesto, I'd be out too. From Bob's Burgers.
Yes. Yes.
Hi, I'm Sydney. I play Codex and Fiara. Currently just a girl. Maybe in the future, once again, a sorcerer fighter. But for now, a girl. Our pronouns are she, her. She has them whenever OBS is open. I didn't think about this. My favorite TV show mom is Grimm from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That's a great answer.
Wait a damn minute.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I play Isabella Ballador, Tiefling Paladin Bard of the group. We both use she, her pronouns. You can find me at MerkMerk13 on Instagram. And my favorite TV mom is Kitty from That 70s Show.
Oh, yes,
good answer.
Such a good one. Good answer.
Yes.
We're on Family Feud now.
Good answer.
Jake, we got 100 people. But I go to the other board. Who's your favorite TV mom?
First, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, Steve. Hi, everybody at home. My mom is...
Tell us who you are first.
Hi, I'm Jake. I play Flafu Papa.
This is going well.
Hi, I'm Jake. I play Finley de Galilei. Our pronouns are he, him. He's a fearful druid. You can find me anywhere at Jake Y. On Twitter, it's Jake Y with a V instead of an A. I will find whoever has it. My favorite TV and or film mom... Actual TV show?
Real.
Lorelai Gilmore from Gilmore Girls and Nicole Watterson from The Amazing World of Gumball.
Hi, I'm Vic. I play Resident Rap Boy Terrence Astonis. My pronouns are they, them. Terrence's pronouns are he, they. You can find me at Vic_Gene__ on Instagram if you want to. And my favorite TV/movie mom, it's like a toss-up between Linda Belcher from Bob's Burgers and just Toni Collette from Hereditary.
Toni Collette anytime.
Don't you swear at me, you little shit.
Hey everybody, I'm Heather Lore. I play Shay Erebos and she, they pronouns. And you can find me anywhere on social media at Land of Lore. Instagram, I'm on the most, I would say, unfortunately. It's too bad the doom scrolling. But it's so good. And for favorite mom, I think Elastigirl needs to have a little, like, special...
You're right.
Special, like, thanks to, because...
Mommy.
We all say thank you.
Yeah.
Say thank you. Say thank you.
to Pixar.
Insert the fan cam.
But for my personal favorite, I would say it's a toss-up between Sarah Connor and Ripley from Aliens.
Those are good choices. Those are very good choices. Yeah, and of course you can follow us anywhere at TTIYDND on all socials. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and then you can find us on any Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But I'm pretty sure it's on any podcasting. Oh, and support our Patreon. We have cool stuff there, and we have cool people who make cool stuff for you. And some of the cool people. Well, we are those cool people. So if you think we're cool,
Our huge production team.
$10, I'll be your mother.
right? But yeah,
TTIY's favorite mom is Estella.
no.
Yes, Estella.
I know TTIY's favorite mother, but only I know you know TTIY's
It's
favorite
not
mother.
Elena.
It's my favorite mother, too.
It's my favorite mother.
Yeah.
Secrets you'll never know until later on when you do.
But yeah, with that, let us get into what happened on the last episode of The Table is Yours. What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
So at the tavern, we all sat and drank. Finley kind of got to tell us a bit more about himself, and we found out Finley's entire family and village in the wilds was killed 50 years ago on the Day of the Red Sun, when the former Bull of the Vol Multitude, Connie's grandfather Tarek Rousseau, came to attack the village. Apparently, garrisons of Vol guards would interrogate and threaten any wilds place that didn't comply. So when Tarek Rousseau threatened to take the ancient rites and secrets from the Ignis-Call Flame Druids, Finley's mom honored the Druids' creed to destroy the rites before ever letting it get to the hands of the corrupt. This, however, caused the entire village to blow up with everyone in it and around it, including Connie's grandfather. Finley's mom was only able to make sure that Finley himself survived and somehow stored the rights in him. His village was called Doshan Moor, which prompted some random dude that passed by our table to mention that a fight club was now set up in a crater over there. This set not only Finley off, but me too, since this guy had the same tattoo of jagged teeth I warned Codex about. Basically, long story short, that gang that has this tattoo is responsible for taking my parents away from me. So Finley and I both had a reason to go to this fight club. I tried to follow the guy out, but apparently I scared him off. Who would have thought throwing a dude in a table would do that? As we got back to our tables, Issa asked Finley to air the apparent grievances that he had with us. He mentioned them when we first met, I guess. He listed them off, and to be fair, I see what he meant. We weren't and still aren't the most welcoming group, but he said he wanted to be friends with everyone since he'd be sticking around for the foreseeable future. Then Cinnamon had a vision. Apparently the little guy saw an image of the jagged teeth tattoo with 3 Dawnwood diamonds in its mouth. So that solidified the Fight Club had to be our next stop. So we all went to the mines since we couldn't go until Connie was up. When we got back, Fiara pulled Finley aside and apologized for being brash with him after his comment towards Balthazar before. The two talked it out, and then Fiara asked if Finley could tell Codex to meet with her. When Codex met with Fiara, she began to unload all of her guilt for causing so much of a mess for Codex, the fated fates, and much more, apologizing a lot and explaining she never wanted to be a leader of a rebellion. Codex accepted her apologies and sympathized with her, saying she shouldn't shoulder all of the responsibility herself. Codex suggested that she and Fiara take a night off and go back to the tavern to get drunk and just have fun. Fiara agreed, and the two prepared to return to the tavern.
let's start with Issa. Are you going to find Casimir?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you kind of like wander through the pinworks to find Casimir, you probably do the first thing like, is Balthazar back behind the cell, like the bar cells? And that you will find Casimir on the opposite side on the correct side of the little cell that Balthazar is in. And you're watching as he's like kind of like quietly muttering what it sounds like a spell as he's casting over what looks like this like semi-transparent shield over the cell that looks like just kind of like almost like this blue trim over it as Balthazar is just sitting in there.
I'll like kind of peek my head in, and I don't know. I feel like she'd probably just wait on the outside. She doesn't want to interrupt whatever's happening.
As you hang on the outskirt of that area, you'll probably see like Cass's one ear kind of like twitch, like do that little anime twitch of like something's there, and he won't necessarily look over to you because he is still casting, but he will stop whatever vocal component as he quickly kind of just says, I don't know if this is something that needs to be said, but can you tell most of your party members not to interfere with the magical cell? Any movement between the frame will cause it to break. Hence why Balthazar was able to cast. Right. And he'll just finish it and then kind of like put it down, turn, kind of like look at Balthazar for a second, and then about turn to you and walk over to you.
Hey.
Hi.
Do you want to have our confab?
Kind of like chuckles for a second. Sure, I do have to make sure your other party member is still alive if you want to join me.
They're still alive? Oh, Connie. Yeah, okay.
She is in like a death-like sleep, so it's better to check.
Yeah, okay. Let's go. So how are you?
I think I'm well. He's like not looking at you. He seems kind of like awkward. More than usual. Yeah. Not the intentional awkward of like, hello, I'm Casimir in the room with you. More of like the... Yeah. He like hasn't really met your gaze very often.
Are there any people around, or is like just empty hallways we're walking?
I mean, the passerby here or there, sure, you know?
She'll kind of try and get around to like stop him so that she can see his face.
He kind of like stands in front of you, kind of like stone-faced, and will meet your eyes and then kind of like not know where to look.
Are you actually well, Casimir?
I'm alive?
Yeah, I'm alive too, and that doesn't mean always that you're good, you know? So, do you want to talk about what you've been up to the last 5 months? Because I feel you've said before that, I don't know, maybe being with your siblings is not, that they can be a lot sometimes, and I think this is the first time in a while you've been with both of them for a while, for a long time. So
no, things are fine. I guess things are better in a way, considering. Kind of like chuckles for a second. They've both been a little more preoccupied with their own thoughts to have their outlandish ideas that they usually have that stress each other and myself out. So I guess in a way that's a win.
Cool. Yeah, okay. If you're fine, then that's good. And I'm glad it's been better for you.
Sounds like you're treading around words you don't want to say.
I just feel like maybe you're not saying how you fully feel, which is fine. I don't want you to say anything that makes you, that you don't want to say. So if you say you're fine and well, then I'm happy that you're fine and well.
It's been a little boring. And I think I've missed the company of others. And I think that morale is low. I missed you as well. The fates and you. He says the and you a little awkwardly. I also wasn't sure if any of you had made it. You were all looking pretty rough by the end of that. I don't know what time we'll have, but if I could make a request, if you could try to find a way to get myself and my sister access back into the Berg sooner rather than later, that would be Appreciated.
Yeah. I'll keep...
Could always use a diamond. And he kind of chuckles. And then he walks into Connie's room. Casimir will walk into the room. Cower has probably been with you guys, just walking alongside. But when you walk into this room and you see Connie kind of laying on one of the cots, Casimir just kind of walks over her, puts a hand out as he probably casts something like a healing word, but he does this weird thing where he like bolts it almost to like not defibrillate, but almost like it's like right over your head, so you're like and you just like wake up. You feel better, but it was very shocking and alarming to wake you up, Connie.
Lightning bolt to the brain.
Wake up.
What the fuck?
I don't know how to respond to that. Wake up.
I am up. Like, look over to Issa.
Hey, Connie.
What?
You have to wake up.
I'm up.
Okay, well, get up on both feet and move around. Maybe get dressed.
I do as such.
Issa, would you like me to leave so that you and your cohort can discuss, or should I stay?
Do you have any specific reason why Connie had to be awake? Because I feel like you had there's like a mission here, and then you woke her up and you're like, I'm all set now. So...
Well, we were just told to make sure that the Fated Fates were safe and okay.
I'm safe and okay.
Alright, well then wake up and...
Again, I don't know how many times I need to tell you this. I am up. I'm fine. Get out of my house.
Okay.
Get out of your house.
I just don't want to be around people right now.
That's so unfortunate. You are in a base that is not your house, nor yours to mandate over. I will take my leave, Issa. And then he will wink and walk out with Cower, and he probably will mouth, "Good luck." You've heard before Kaz get upset, and you could feel like it was the bubbling. And Kaz like, "I'm not dealing with it. I'm walking out. Goodbye." I'll say, "This is not your house. Check yourself," and walk out.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Do we have to do this?
With that, we're going to move on to something else. We'll be back to that, but I want to cut over to Codex and Fiara.
Does Fiara actually put on a dress?
Yeah, she puts on this like really like sleek like black number where it's kind of like from the waist up it is a like black almost like sparkle fabric. Then from the waist down it is like this black 2 layers of this black sheer tulle where it is a little bit more opaque. 2 maybe 3 layers of like this like more sheer tulle that obviously is like darker with the 3 layers. Beneath she's wearing almost like this weird mix between this like combat boot pump.
While she's getting ready, can I be like digging through her closet just trying to find a dress as well?
Yeah, sure.
Cool, perfect. She'll just grab like a one that has a lot of like fluffy tulle if there is one, and put it on over top of the clothing she's already wearing.
They're not exactly the best clothes, I'll be honest. These were a lot of things that we had tailored because we weren't sure what we would need in the Berg, and then we realized none of this fits in the Berg. So it's like this weird Wild's idea of what the Berg wears.
I mean, it's still nicer than anything I've ever owned, so. And she just kind of like shrugs and starts hauling it on, and like turns and looks at Fiara, and she's like, "Okay, let's go."
As you guys are walking, I'll let you walk and talk. She'll be like, "You should actually, if there's a way, either you can go into where our house was back in the Berg if it hasn't been gutted. I actually have a tuxedo dress, if you'd like to wear that."
That's cool. I have 2 dresses already, and now I have the suit that I took from Terrence, which I don't know if he's gonna want it back. I kind of cut it apart a little bit. I think I'm good. I mean, I'll see if I can get it, but like, I don't know how many other parties we're gonna be going to, you know what I mean? Hopefully none.
So you don't like parties?
No, I like parties. I just think that every time we've gone to a party, there have been the most terrifying people there.
And you've danced with them?
Yeah, because it's... What are they going to do? Shank me on the ballroom floor? No. And then I get to talk to them and get information about them.
Yes, I did see you do that both at the Artificer Gala and the Fated Fates, Hand of Fates auction thing.
Yeah.
With Balthazar.
And then I did it at the King's Gala. So it's fine. Like, it's whatever. I think the galas are relatively safe.
I forgot you meant the King. How was that?
The King seems really sad and depressed, which, I mean...
Yeah.
That sucks, I guess.
Is this weird? And she kind of like stops and like, it's like kind of like standing awkwardly, like, should I go back?
Why?
I don't know. I don't really go out of the mine shaft.
Yeah, that's why we should do this, because did you hear what you just said? You don't leave the mine shaft? Fiara, that's kind of... that's kind of crazy.
I have duties and responsibilities.
Yeah, okay. And back in the Berg, when I was normal and I had a job at the post office, I still met up with Rhea at the bar, and we wore weird clothing, and we got wasted, and it worked out.
She kind of like chuckles for a second. Okay. And she follows you into the tavern.
Let's get drunk!
Anybody else doing anything, or are we jumping back to Issa and Connie?
Well, Shay was going to be on her way to talk to either Issa or Connie, so...
Okay. Fair.
Well, I was actually going to say I also had a plan to talk to Connie, but if... Like,
You can also interject, that's fine. And you two feel free to interject at any moment.
Perfect.
So do we really have to do this, was the last thing you heard, Issa?
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't. And she pulls the armor up and it goes over her.
Oh, but we've made so much progress, Connie.
I'm gonna go to put the entryway in the car and be like, so is there a food hall around here or something?
Yeah, let's go get you some food.
Great.
Connie, I thought we spent so much
We
time
genuinely
together.
don't have to talk about this. I'm okay, I'm
I know
fine.
we don't.
I'm fine.
Right. Well, actually, sometimes people say that and they're not fine. I know we don't have to do it, but I think it's important to do it because we've apparently now know where 3 more diamonds are, and we have to leave soon. So I feel like if you open up to at least one fated fate and potentially more, that it could be helpful.
The end all of the story, I'm fine, I'll fix it, it's whatever. I have opened up to you, congratulations.
Alright, Connie, you're being a little...
A bitch.
Bitch.
You're just not being fully forthcoming, which is fine, but that was kind of your thing a while ago, and I thought we had moved past that, at least as friends. And we've been spending a lot of time together, and we've been talking about our family dynamics, and I feel like something happened with your family at the banquet. I don't know what it was, because I was dealing with my own family stuff, sorry, but I don't know. It might be good to get it off your chest, because you know what happens when you hold things in. Remember how we met Othamir? That was my bad, because I held things in. So...
I just don't like my family. I don't know what else I have to tell you.
But something happened at the banquet that bothered you, even though you don't like your family.
And I'll deal with it.
I think we've learned at this point that we can't push Connie for answers. And Terrence is gonna squirm his way in between you two. He loops his arm through yours and
She definitely like...
no, he's just gonna tug you forward. He's gonna let go. He's just moving you forward so we can walk side by side.
So where were you two headed? Because we were thinking about going back to the ethereal bow, that one, because of drinks. Yes?
Finley and Wash walk in. Finley's arm looped into Wash's.
Wash is like, please.
No,
Please.
Terrence looks up at Connie when Shay says drinks and is like,
food?
Let's go get something.
There we go.
If we are going back to the tavern, Issa messages Kaz and is like, we're going back to the tavern, do you want to come get drunk?
Aw.
Sure.
Cool.
Well then let's do a little Codex and Fiara moment.
They probably ordered drinks and they've been sitting and talking for a while, and I think half of the time Codex is just listening to Fiara talk, and then the other half of the time she's just trying to give Fiara she's treating Fiara a little bit like Rhea, where they would go and they would people watch, and they would Codex might give Rhea some gossip that she's seen around town, and Rhea would be like, oh, well, she's wearing this brand, so it's whatever. They would just gossip about people, but not in a horrible way. But she would probably just point people out and be like, well, look at that person, you should get shoes like that, maybe. I feel like they would look really good on you. I don't know what the vibe is of your whole closet right now. It's a little crazy, but they might work.
Usually I like to wear, I don't know, I like red accents, and maybe just because of my eyes, but my usual theme of wear is top, darker pants, and I like my red sunglasses.
Yeah, the red sunglasses are cool. I don't know...
I feel like they kind of make me look scary.
Yeah, it's a slightly intimidating thing, but also they are they do look hot. So,
is it weird to say that I think we have similar color schemes? You just have your pink and I have mine red.
I mean, I don't think that's weird. I think it's just true. You do what you can with what you got, and the gods decided hot pink was the vibe. So
you're not like a. I mean, not that it doesn't matter, but you're not like a religious person, are you?
No, not at all.
As much as we talk about, I don't want to talk shop, but as much as we talk about all the shit that goes on, I don't like the gods at all.
That's fair.
I mean, if you didn't put that together from me immediately meeting you officially and saying, let's kill the Fairfather, she starts kind of like laughing a bit.
Yeah, that was kind of insane. At the end of the day, like, from what we've seen of the Trespasser gods, that I don't know how long we should be talking about this in this bar. From what we've seen of the Trespasser gods,
she like leans in with you.
Yeah, like conspiracy. She like leans in and she's like holding her mug in front of her, like she has her arms wrapped around it and she's like leaning in close. And she's like, honestly, from what I've seen of like the Trespasser gods that we have experienced, besides Oathmere, because no one really talked to him, Benisa, they kind of just seem like people that are like bad at their jobs and then they got stuck and now they hate where they are. So it's kind of weird to be like the gods, they're just like us, but it does really feel like that sometimes.
Relatable.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't really fucking care, to be honest. I don't. It's kind of like kind of stammers and pushes like the air away. It says, "I don't want to talk about shop right now."
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it either. Let's instead. Okay, have you ever? Is this your like first experience doing just like girl talk at a bar?
It's my first experience doing girl talk. Well, I mean, no, yes, it is. Well, before everything that happened, yes.
Yeah. So okay, so like 300 years of just being.
I mean, we didn't have to point out all the flaws I have in my body, but here we are.
I'm not. It's not a flaw. I'm just saying.
She laughs.
You're really stressed, and I think that sucks. And I think you should have time to be normal as normal can be. So, in the spirit of being normal for however long we have before something insane happens again, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like something that isn't what I constantly think about. When I was younger, despite how probably hideous I look right now, I always had an interest in clothing. And I always thought about, like, I wanted to become kind of like a seamstress in a way. And I always wanted to, like, make things that could be worn for whatever party or opera or whatever. Over the last many years of my life, I did pick it up again, so I guess that's nice. I kind of picked it up after the last couple months because it kind of, when I sew, it kind of like helps me separate,
Yeah, I get it. I used to do that with Skinball. Now not so much. Now I have to find something new to do in that regard, but I mean, okay, so first of all, just to backtrack like 2 seconds ago, you look great, so you need to start owning the fact that like you're wearing the fuck out of this dress.
Remember when I said that these things were made because they're supposed to look like what we thought the Berg was like?
Mm-hmm.
I actually made these, and I don't like them.
Oh, well, why don't you like them?
They don't look good.
Okay.
Well, okay, they look fine, but they're very premature.
I mean, it's version 1, right? And she like gets up and like does a twirl in the dress.
Here's what I will say to give myself more sense of mind. They are good pieces. They're just not what I want them to look like.
Alright, cool.
And you can agree and make me feel better, or just stay silent.
No, I agree. And her like ear twitches, and then she just drinks her drink.
By that time, the entourage can all walk into the fucking tavern. Kaz isn't there yet, but he's on his way. I would say when you message Kaz, you guys are probably almost there.
Jay's going straight for some mead.
Codex. You see them all walk in immediately. You guys are in a distant back corner bar, so it's up to you if you want to be like, heads up, duck. Like, but it's up to you guys.
Yeah, Codex is just like, oh shit, everybody's here. She's like, she like looks, flattens her ears immediately so they're not sticking fucking so high on the table, and she's just like, Hey, I just want to let you know, the rest of the crew is here. So if you want company, we can join them, or we can try and sneak out and go somewhere else.
Why don't we just stay here, and then if they come over, they come over.
Okay.
Is there going to be drama between... Because it seems like you all don't get along, to be honest.
I mean, there's always drama, but it's fine.
Okay.
I was gonna steal the angry one, so...
I will...
Yes.
I will sit, and I will listen,
Yeah.
and I don't want to deal with your drama at all. I just don't want to get involved, but what we could do is I could get us another drink and shots, and for certain things, we take drinks. If they...
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
I don't know what the drama is, you do, so I just can feel and sense it. So you tell
I
me.
mean, the thing is, I don't even fully know what the fuck's going on half the time. So, but we should do that, and just give me like a look, and then we'll do it.
You say back for me as well. You've never seen Fiara like this ever. She's like,
No, this is perfect. This is perfect. So, okay, you go get shots, and then we'll do the thing.
okay, yeah, I'll and she like probably points at like the mead and like this too, and then she walks up to go get it. So yeah, you guys will see Codex and then Fiara walk into the bar in very, very lavish gowns for no reason.
Terrence looks at Connie, he's like, come with me.
Why?
Just do it.
Okay.
And I'm just
Can
gonna...
we get food first?
Yeah, we're gonna go to a table, we're gonna order food, and we're gonna talk.
Okay.
Yes.
And we're just gonna go to a separate...
They're not. Fiara probably will spite me. Like, they're not coming to go sit with us. Oh, we really wanted them to.
What was that?
Sorry, I've been Codex. I'm drinking.
I'm glad, actually. I haven't seen this side of you. You look lovely, by the way.
She like makes a little bit of a noise. Yeah, we're drama's happening. I'm assuming.
Honestly, I'm never really sure, but it kind of seems like that after the whole family thing. I don't know.
Are you part of the drama?
I don't believe so. There's no drama from my end. I was just coming to have another drink because there's not much else to do around here.
Me and Codex are doing a little game.
Oh.
So if you'd like to join, even if you're part of it, just don't get us involved. Well, I don't even. I'm watching. But bring everyone to the table, and we have a little game.
Excellent. I would love to
Don't
be on
tell
this
them
game.
we have a game. It's just between me and Codex, and you are also in it.
Yes, I will be part of this game with you.
I'm not. Yeah.
I
Carry a tray of drinks back to Codex.
Is Connie still wearing her full armor?
Yes.
Okay, as soon as Fiara sits down, Codex is gonna pick up a shot and take a shot. And she just looks at it and she's like, she's got the...
Points at drinks.
She nods and drinks.
Shay's
He's just like, what are you doing?
We're playing a game. Shh.
Shay's in the game. Shay's in the game.
Yes, I'm in for this. I will just keep my eye on you two. Whenever you drink, I'm here for it.
So the game is just Shay and I drink when you two drink?
So I have a feeling there's drama happening, so I don't want to be involved. Codex might be involved. Shay also might be involved. I'm assuming you also might be involved. I'd like to drink because your friend, and she like touches Codex's back, has got me to we're friends, and now I haven't been out of the mineshaft in a while, so I'm sitting.
I am loving all of this. So
She's toasty.
Whatever.
Finley's probably going to come in the same time Casimir does, because he wasn't with the
Gotcha.
group when they got the message. But they're just kind of like stand there and be like, "Oh, I'll open the door," and just kind of like holds the door for Casimir, and is just like looking through the door and being like, "Which way are they?"
You've probably seen them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I wave.
We're over here!
You can already tell this is going to be spectacular.
We're doing a game.
They're doing a game.
We're taking shots. Join us.
Well, no, okay, everybody who's not Terrence and Connie, it's not necessarily shots. We each have a drink, right? And you take a sip for certain things, but if me and Codex give you like a nod, then it's a shot.
Wait, who decides if they get too bad?
If you look like you're about to spit up.
You'll know when you know.
Yeah.
Here, I have this red just handkerchief. We'll put it on the table. If you start feeling bad, just grab it and wave it in the air, and we can take care
And
of
then
it.
you lose.
Right. Well, is there anything specific you want to drink? If you just want to go there, I'll grab your stuff for
Are
you.
you talking to Casimir?
Yeah.
I was like, you're talking to VR.
Just a wine, I guess.
Just one. All right.
I don't know if I'll necessarily be fully participating in the game.
If I feel like
Kaz, it's fun.
if the ladies have anything to say about it, we might all be forcibly participating.
I have never been forced by anybody to do anything, so that will not be happening.
It's more like the spirit of the game might get you.
Alright, Connie and Terrence.
Thank you for joining me.
You guys are just like another table right by.
No, I think we're on like the other side. Because
everybody on the other table is just like...
We're all sitting with our drinks.
Do you see that?
Don't stare, stop!
Yeah, we all turn as he's just like, don't stare. Codex's ears just rotate.
Wait. First, if her hair puffs, that's a drink.
Oh, yes, she does like to smoke a bit, but like the hair, smoke, fire thingy.
If Terrence's hands shake.
That's always, really. I think it's more of the like, but listen to me sort of thing. The hands in the air, I think that's more of it. Yes. Right.
Casimir's like, if you see the weird twitch that you can barely notice of her shoulder, it's like Casimir's like these really specific things, and you're like...
He's like trying, but it's like almost weird. I'll start this off by saying, your vibes are rancid, and I want to make sure, like, look how much fun they're having over there. Do you want to join them? Do you want to have fun? Or do you want to Okay, then that's why we're here. That's why I brought you here. I know what happened at the party was fucked up. And I know you feel fucked up about it. But I think we can move forward.
Yeah, we can. I am.
I would also like to say that I'm sorry for telling Axel what I told them.
Okay.
Oh, dude. I'm trying.
Hey, I'm trying.
Look, I'm not going to blame you for that. It's my sibling that we're going to find out one way or the other.
Okay, great. So that's off the table. I also wanted to catch you up on what happened yesterday.
Okay.
And
so there's 3 diamonds.
Yeah. We found out that there are 3 diamonds because we used the wish of the last diamond to create a sort of detector so we can figure out where the other diamonds are.
It's actually a pretty clever use of it.
It's on the duck. That was not my first choice, but whatever. It actually makes sense because the Cinnamon's like a familiar, so if he dies, he can come back.
It's still a weird choice because now we have to keep Finley alive.
Yeah, it was gonna... Well, I mean, we wouldn't want to do that anyway.
If you put it on an inanimate object, it might get stolen, but at least it can't die.
I mean, the original plan was to do Shay, but then same thing. Like, if something happens to you. Whatever.
Yeah.
We want to keep everyone alive anyway. It's fine. We have a lead on 3 now. Also, it has something to do with Wash. We had a gang that he's been chasing after. I don't know. It's just involved, so yeah. And we're going to be going to like a fight club that is the lead that we have for the 3 diamonds. Now that shop is also off the table. Listen, I want to go over there and have a good time with our friends. You realize that everyone's up your ass because they want to make sure you're okay, right?
And I keep telling them I'm fine.
You realize why we don't believe that, right?
Everyone take a shot!
There's going to be a tough to smoke at that point.
Drink, everyone drink.
Everyone at the table's like, woo!
You're a really good liar unless it comes to something like
I mean,
that.
I'll fix it. I will be fine.
Fix what, Connie?
I don't know. Everything. Go enjoy your time. I'll sit over here and have my food.
I'm enjoying my time now.
You're a good liar, Terrence.
I'm not lying. That's why it's so convincing. Listen, you are my friend. You're probably one of the first friends I made here because, I don't know. And family shit sucks, and I know that yours is complicated. And I know that it runs deep, and I know you want to fix it. But, I don't know. And we all want to help you, but you won't say anything.
Because I don't need help.
Helping you doesn't mean helping you fix the problem. It could just mean giving you a place to talk.
I don't need a place to talk.
What do you need then?
I don't know.
You know what you want?
I want to get this whole diamond thing done. I want to work on my dog. I want to go home.
Like the keep?
I guess that's home.
We're doing that. But there was like a good couple months where you just seemed really happy. And then I don't want this one thing to tank that.
I'll be fine. I just have to go through it. It did just happen.
I know. I get that. I just know that this isn't the last it's gonna come up. And I don't want you to break down every time it comes up. Because we are all here to keep each other up. We're trying to keep morale up. We just had a win. We just met the king. We just did all of these things. We're fucking heroes. Like, and I'm not saying you can't feel it. And it doesn't suck and it doesn't hurt, but if we all broke down every little thing, then we would never get anything done. And it's okay to break down. But also it's okay to ask for help. Do you see what I'm trying to get at? Am I getting through to you at all?
No.
Great, at least you're honest.
I'm going to be honest. The thing that I needed was just space, and no one ever gives me space right now.
You slept for like 12 hours.
Well,
I think this is... I'm gonna... Both of you roll, if you want to roll stealth. I got a mod 20.
I got a mod 20.
21.
Nice.
21. Alright, Casimir is giving the play-by-play of what one is saying.
Yes.
I'm just assuming that someone probably was like, Kaz, what are they saying?
Yeah.
Probably Fiara was like, what are they saying? I'm curious. So you are all at least hearing what Kaz is repeating that Connie is saying.
Do you want space now? Because I can go join them and leave you here to eat, or we can take some time. I don't have to say anything, and then we can go over there afterwards.
I don't know. This is the point where I go and yell at Darian and then be done with it. And I don't know, because I don't have anyone to yell at right now. I don't know what to do.
Vent. You don't have to scream at the top of your lungs, but you can just express anger. I don't have to know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's just stupid.
What's stupid?
Just family, it's stupid. I'll be fine, genuinely.
I thought you were, like, able to get mad. You used to be so unhinged. And now...
We all take shots.
What the fuck does that mean?
Fiara's like, what happened with her family?
Honestly, not sure. I tried to help, but the younger sibling just started yelling at her at some point.
I mean, like, before they called you a bitch, actually seemed pretty nice.
They are nicer than me, and smarter, and better at everything.
I never said that. It seems like they work differently than you. I think they miss you, Connie. They just seemed sad. They wanted to know you, is what I got. And they didn't know how. I think the root of it all, if I may psychoanalyze you and your family, is that you just miss each other.
No, it's not bad.
In a way, is it not? You're telling me you don't miss being around your family at all?
Seriously, you can go back over there. I kind of like lean back and probably like look to see. Or is the table looking at us?
Probably not as much anymore.
You can just go back. I'm gonna just take the food and go over to the table.
You're going to that table too?
Yep.
I'll take some of these and I will pull some of the shots towards my direction. Or like,
Join in on the party.
So, what's up?
Is morale high? What's going on? Says Casimir.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. I just wanted to debrief Connie on what happened yesterday. Or this morning. Time's all weird. But
Yeah.
wanted to catch her up.
You know, Connie, you can eat better if you take your helmet off.
It like kind of like half goes up.
Oh, come on, your
Come
hair is
on,
so pretty. I want to see the whole. I want to see the whole
on.
thing. You're so pretty.
You moody cutie patootie, get the helmet off.
I think we just scoot the chair like further closer to you. Just like, come on. Join the fun.
So morale is high, says Casimir.
Sky high.
Okay, you're lying.
Oh, it's called sarcasm.
True, yes.
I tried.
Yeah, Casimir will shoot you a look and then look at Issa and then be like, okay.
So for the fight club that we're gonna go do we have like do we know, are they gonna do like teams, or is it like choose your champion and throw them in the circle, or do we have?
We have zero information on this place.
Yep, figured we would find out when we got there. So, but we just know fighting and money is involved, and it's near Creighton.
Do you think you all make good teams? Says Casimir. Casimir's like you pissed Casimir off earlier. So Casimir is spicy right now.
I love it.
Terrence, who do you feel confident with?
I think I'd pair well with Wash because he holds him and I hit.
Wash gets a little bit of that recoil. Maybe you hold him in Wash punches.
No, it's not as bad.
That was cool.
Speaking of Wash, should we?
Yeah, where is he?
He seemed a little not excited about someone around here.
I mean, yeah, he slammed the guy's head into the table.
It was fascinating. That is the most words I think I've ever seen Wash say in one go. It was incredible. And violence with it.
But he's letting
Chef's
off
kiss.
steam in one of the training rooms.
I know, but this is like a team.
You know what? It's fine. I'll go get him. I'm real fast. I can go get him.
Do you want me to go with you? Since we are.
No, you stay here and you keep taking shots. I'll catch up. You keep count, and then I'll catch up. When I get back, I'll catch up. Okay, I'll be back. Keep count, Fiara. Keep track of how many shots I missed, because I gotta catch up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And she kind of pulls out like paper. Like, you kind of like look at. She's like looking through her pockets, and this looks like something she probably used a lot. And she actually like you see like there's like a spool of thread and a needle. And she puts it shoves that down before anyone else sees it, and it looks through paper and like some type of pen.
Incredible. She kind of like turns her heel. She's like, "Love you," and then she blows a kiss, and then like turns and runs out of the bar.
Love you, Codex.
It takes about like 5 minutes just to like walk back to the Panworks.
I'm sprinting.
Okay, it takes about 2 minutes to walk back or to sprint back to Panworks. It's not hard to find Wash. If you check the room where you guys sleep, he's not there, and then you're like, there's probably somewhere he's punching something.
She's just asking people. Have you seen a guy? He's like this tall. He's covered in tattoos. He looks angry.
You probably walk up to that woman, Kryn, the really tall mommy werewolf that is Sidcore.
Right.
And she kind of like, oh yeah, he's like hitting things inside one of the training rooms. Seems angry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Where is that?
Okay, so literally walk down that hall.
Mm-hmm.
First right.
Okay. Thanks. And sorry about, I think, never mind. And she's gonna turn and leave.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so what are you doing in that room, Wash?
He's straight up just hitting, I don't know if there's a punching bag or like something.
My life ain't too bad.
I think his like knuckles have gotten a little bloody at this point.
Suffocation.
Can I try and sneak into the room?
Sure, roll stealth.
Drunk stealth.
Am I doing this at disadvantage because I'm
You sure are.
Oh, damn. It would have been incredible. Okay. Yeah. So 4.
You probably like Codex is like it's like kind of creeping in and then stumbles. Oh, and then you look behind and see Codex there.
She has her hands behind her back.
Hey.
I'm gonna reel back and throw a rock at him. I'm assuming a 7 doesn't hit you.
No.
Yeah, she just hurls a rock at you, completely misses, and then she's like, oh fuck, I didn't bring more rocks.
What was that about?
I don't know, they said you were angry or some shit, so I was like, rocks.
What?
Well, listen, okay. And she like kind of like smooths back her hair and instead smooths back her ears. And she's like, I don't have any more rocks, but I am a little bit drunk. And I think that if you also would like to be a little bit drunk, we are all drunk out there. Or we can fight. I'm also down to kick your ass.
Wash chuckles, looks you up and down, and is like, how about we go back to the bar and you take it a bit less on the drinks.
She like narrows her eyes at you and you're like, take it a little easy. And she's like, okay. And she like walks a little bit closer and she's like, you know what? First of all, you're not the boss of me. I can get as stupid as I want. But second of all, what's your deal? Why are you in here doing this? And she like points at your hands.
Well, I lost the thing that I wanted to hit. So I figured might as well get some aggression out any way possible.
Okay. But we're going to a fight club in like a day. So like, she just kind of shrugs.
I mean, I'll definitely have more chances to hit things, but not currently. So this is what I'm doing.
Okay. And then she's just gonna swing at you.
Roll to hit.
Then it's a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, tell me what happens with this hit.
Yeah.
It's okay, my strength is ass. She punches you like right in the sternum.
Ooh.
Oh.
For 1 damage.
It probably like knocks the wind out of you.
For 1 damage. 2 damage.
Nat
Sorry,
20.
'cause I crit.
I think Wash is going to immediately try to grapple and pin you.
Oh god. What do I have to roll for this?
A grapple contest.
You can choose to
But
fail.
you would do it at disadvantage.
I'm not gonna choose to fail. I'm gonna win, okay? I'm not gonna win because I'm rolling at disadvantage.
Make it light.
So I got a 12.
So we have two rancid people on this side. Who can't admit their problems or their issues.
So I got a 22.
Okay, I got a 12, so...
Why do you keep trying to fight me?
Because you want to fight! You're punching fucking whatever. At least have a challenge.
I don't want to fight you.
Why not?
Because I'm not mad at you.
You don't have to be mad at me to fight me. We fought, like, all the time over 6 months. This hurts. Can you let me up?
Yeah, he does. He'll help you up as well.
Cool, I'm gonna try and punch you again.
Alright, if you, like, try to swing at him, he's going to check hook and just not hit you. Just, like, slap your hand away.
You have to roll something, don't you?
Yeah, I have to roll the hit. That hits.
What is it?
It's a natural 18 plus 7 or something.
Codex, like, swings, and you just kind of, like, step to the side. Like,
Come on. Either that or you have to come drink. So, I can give you options if that's super helpful.
Sure, lay him out.
Okay, so we could fight, and I could kick your ass. Or we could go to the bar, and we could get super drunk with Fiara, who is doing sicko mode stuff. She's also keeping count, so we could catch up. And then the other option is, which is probably the scariest for you, and she gives you like this look that's like, and she's like, you could tell me stuff.
Alright, how about we do 2 and 3?
Okay.
Because I'd like to have a drink in my hand.
Okay, we can walk and talk. Come on.
as you guys start to leave to go back to the bar, Kryn is going to, if you allow her, which you probably would not, but like she's not going to be like aggressive about it, but we'll try to stop Wash real briefly and just keep going to Codex.
What? Why? What?
I'm just going to say a couple things. I wasn't listening. I just know this face.
Okay.
Kryn has done nothing wrong with Wash, though.
Kryn just says, like, take it or leave it. Doesn't matter to me. I've found when I'm like this, I say whatever the fuck I please. That's it. I used to do this thing where I used to not say things, and then it would make me angrier. But now I say things, and sometimes it scares people, and that makes me laugh.
I love her. Yes.
That might not be applicable at all, but you were going kind of... I heard the chains wrangling from the sandbags, so I've been there. You don't know me. I don't know you. I don't really care to. I'm sure you don't care to know me. But hey. Alright. She
Tell us your
walks
backstory,
away.
coward.
Wash nods and then continues.
She walks away and she goes, I'm gonna hit that sandbag.
This is the hottest woman who could ever stop you.
Okay, so you guys start going back. Yeah, do you guys just go right to the table?
I'm going to a different table. I'm not ready to talk to people.
As you go over to another table, she's gonna like roll her eyes, walk over the table. Oh fuck. And she's gonna get up. 1 second. And walk over and like just walk up to Issa and grab you by the face and just be like, "Can you make me not like this right now?"
Yeah, and I grab your cheek and I lay on hands.
That's probably when you're saying your thing to Fiara. Fiara probably just is like, listen, I don't want to be idolized, and I'm not fucking playing.
It's still the construction.
The mariachi band.
Okay. I'm not trying to be someone who's idolized or anything like that. I'm just trying to get something done and fix an issue, you know? So, but I do appreciate that, and I think it's time that I start thinking of the martyrs as another family as well. Not that I didn't, I think I just felt it as like responsibility and people I cared for but didn't want to get too attached to because life still happens. And I feel responsible.
I get that. Listen, I've run away from enough to understand that feeling, you know?
Oh, sorry, yeah, so, like, noticing Codex there, yeah, it gives you the little piece of paper of how many shots, and then you can go.
Codex, like, as she hears that, her like ear twitches, and she looks at Finley. She like looks at everyone and gives them like a sus little glare, and then she looks at Fiora and she's like, "You good?"
Yeah.
Do you want another shot, Fiora?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then just be like, "I'll be back," and then, like go over and sit with him. Okay, I am sober now. I'm listening.
Wash is gonna just shoot back a shot. Okay. Do you want the whole thing or what?
You would tell me the whole thing right now.
Alright. Okay, so you wanted to know why I'm angry and about the teeth people?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of gave me the cliff notes, I guess.
Alright, so, takes another shot. So I was born in the 9th, and when they came in, they were in my dad's store saying something about him owing them, and they cut off his fingers. So that night we fled to the 3rd. About half a year after that, I came home and everything was destroyed and my parents were gone. So I went into hiding, I guess. I'm angry because I didn't get a chance. They got to decide how my life went for me.
Yeah. It's not fair. And it sucks.
Yep.
How long ago was this?
I think I was like 6 at the time.
And when did Lily, was she always there?
We met after we moved to the 3rd.
Okay. I want to say something, but I think it would come off as shitty right now.
Say it.
And I'll probably say it at some point. But for now, at least we have a lead. And we can go probably tomorrow or whatever. And figure some shit out.
Yep. I'm planning on paying him back.
You won't do anything like stupid though, right?
He takes another shot.
Like, you know that we're all going to be there, and we all want to help you succeed.
I know.
So you don't have to do anything stupid.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you for trusting me with this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure tomorrow will be good.
He just takes a deep breath, nods. So we're going to drink over there now?
Yeah, I actually have one more question. When, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to, but when we first started talking to Fiara and stuff, and she said your name, or Casimir said your name, or whoever, you said you wanted to, like, remove your name from, like, the records and stuff? Why? Just because people were trying to find you?
Yeah, I wanted to make it as hard as possible for them to find me. I feel like because of you all, I might have a fighting chance now, so hey, who knows? Maybe I won't need to wipe it.
Maybe you could take it back.
Yeah. Right, and he puts his hands on the table, grabs the, like, extra drinks, and, like, let's go.
Alright, let's go get fucked up.
Alright, so you guys are returning to the table?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
The second that Finley kind of sees the two of them walking up, Finley just, like, grabs Terrence by the shoulder and is like, guys, my buddy's coming up.
Oh yeah, your best friend.
It's gonna be a whole table party. We're all gonna talk and have a good time, drink some drinks, have some fun. You know?
I really thought more drama was going to happen. I'm kind of sad about it. Since Fiara, who's so drunk by this point.
Are you expecting drama?
We do have a bit of a reputation, I think.
Casimir says, well, look at yourselves.
I take a shot.
Look in the mirror.
Ooh.
Is this what you wanted?
Was that supposed to be a dig at that we're undead, or was that you once again trying to one-up me in a place that isn't yours?
Fiara, take a shot.
Fiara's like she's like that kind of drunk where it's like she almost has like that like child like eyes of like yeah. And, like,
You're right.
Oh, Fiara takes a drink. We all take a drink.
Yes, everyone take shots except for
All right.
Go.
You've been pissy all day. What's up?
I've been busy all day. You woke up in a bad place and then said this is my home and told me to get out when you're clearly not even in a place that you own. And I mean that physically and metaphorically. Considering you hide yourself because you can't stand to be in your own body.
Shay is refilling everyone's shot glasses.
I am in a pissy mood because you put me in one. I woke you up to check on you, and you said, "Get out of my house." Those were your words exactly. In a place that is not yours. And you said it to a person, too, who you know very well, no longer has their home. Casimir, crosses his arm, looks to Issa, and drinks. And that's coming from a person who decided to throw theirs away.
Oh.
And that looks away.
Right.
Shay's just pouring shots in his mouth at this point. He's just like...
Finley throws a drink back, holds it out.
Yeah.
Throws it back, holds it out.
Fiara's Fiara's like, ugh.
Casimir's got vibe.
Finley, would you not feel the same?
Yeah, I'd also be upset, because here's the thing.
Right. We're on a pretty even...
Oh my god, wow, we're on the same page.
Well, no, we're on the same page.
No. We're on the same page.
Great.
I'd like for all of us to be on the same page. But that would come with more conversation and...
So sorry my words weren't immaculate.
That's not immaculate, those were choice hurtful.
I don't know much about you, so that was not really choice towards you.
Do you step into every place and claim it's your home?
It was a saying. I just wanted space.
I've been around for 300 some years, I've never heard that saying.
Sorry you didn't hear every saying.
Listen, I am at a place with drinking, but I will kind of attest that you all have she's like doing this weird thing with her hands. Unspoken things that causes contentment.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. Yes.
Also, I don't like that you called my... I wasn't there. I'm gonna drink. she was like, I'm not getting involved.
It was a stupid word choice that I made. Sorry. But you also violently woke me up and just expected me to be okay with that.
I didn't violently wake you up. I guess...
and then you said, get up.
This is the most emotion I've ever seen on Kaz's face. Okay. You are... Yeah, you're not talkable. I'm not going to involve. And just Kaz shuts down.
Yeah, I was gonna say Issa probably puts her hand on Kaz's and is like, listen, we had a rough night at the banquet. Kaz woke you up and did heal you a little bit. Things were said that were not well received, and I get that. Maybe we just leave it at that for right now.
I'm not a therapist, but I would say that you can touch it. The tension.
Yes, true.
What?
The tension's a little thick. I think if Shay took out a dagger, she could slice it.
I could slice.
Yeah, we kind of came here initially to just get drunk and have fun. So guys, come on, we don't have to be in it all the time. This is treat it like a chance to not be in it for a little bit.
I will say to this, Connie, I don't think you want to talk about this right now, and I fully respect that. I will let you know if you ever do, you have me to talk to, darling. Other than that, let's play some more drinking games. I have cards, yeah? Just pulls out a deck of cards.
The violent optimism coming from Shay is palpable.
We're all like, what?
Casimir gets up and leaves.
I follow Kaz.
And he's also just follow.
Yes. Casimir and Issa. Yeah, you can. There's gonna be a roleplay. Casimir's just gonna step outside and be like, "I'm probably gonna go back to my home."
It is your home. She shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry about everything.
It's not your fault. You have nothing to apologize for.
I know, but sometimes people apologize for other people when it's not theirs to apologize for. You did it this morning, so I'm doing it now.
As Finna just kind of appears behind and just
yeah, you and Cinnamon on your head also cranes in.
Yes.
makes this little bit of the in between silence. I know that things were a little bit tense, and Cinnamon and I can kind of. It's not going to help, but I can try to offer a little bit of comfort in the. I know you're upset because everything was said and it was probably said incorrectly, but there's no use getting flustered about it because after what happened at that event, Connie's going to go through what she's going through, and she's going to be upset regardless.
She's going to avoid more, from what I heard from her and Terrence's conversation, and play to certain vices.
Yeah, but here's the thing, if she goes down that path and does those things...
No, it's not my involvement. I'm not
No,
saying
that's
that.
what
I'm saying then that you think it's your house? Don't come back then.
No. I'm
Because
saying she's going to burn the bridges that she does.
These past 5 months have been a lot of reflecting. And, I don't know. It's a weird thing to be like one small sentence struck such a chord. But maybe that's a good thing. As he kind of like shrugs to Issa. Because usually I didn't care. But now I do.
And that is good. I know it's not fun being upset or having that feeling of one sentence can make me feel this way, but it's also good that you do care.
Yeah.
Because it gives a lot of meaning to the things that you have.
Yeah.
Because it's also nice because you have a home. Even if it's not exactly the home any of us here in the wilds want it to be, but...
It's not about a comparison of who has a home or who doesn't.
It's good to have a place you feel anchored. And even if that place isn't a place, it's a person or a thing or an idea, it's good. It's good to see.
Well, what I'll say for myself is at least I don't have to involve myself with her like you all do.
I think the good thing for the Fated Fates, and I guess myself going forward, is there's no obligation to deal with it. If they don't want to deal with it, they don't have to deal with it. But if they choose to do it, hopefully she'll see that.
Again, I really don't care. I'm just saying what she said pissed me off and I called her out on it and she didn't like it.
That's fair. But you don't have to go all the way back home. If you want to get another drink before you do, I'll get it for you.
Do you want me back in, looking at Issa?
I was gonna follow you back to the mine.
Oh, you were done too?
Mm-hmm. I thought we were kind of wrapping up anyway. It was getting a little tense.
Yeah. That's what happens when avoidance happens. I can attest I've been doing it for a long enough time. He kind of chuckles. It's up to y'all. Okay.
If you both want to go back, then I can just go in and let them know that you're turning in. I also don't have to tell them anything if you don't want to.
Finley, I don't care. I said what I said.
If they're staying a while, go back in. I just thought it was getting a little awkward with everyone.
Do you want to go back in? Looking directly at you, Issa.
Yeah.
I'll go in. I'll try to hold my tongue.
Alright, you want to hold...
Can we take a shot?
Sure. Alright, they head back in, I guess.
Cool. You walk in, Shay's on the table pouring alcohol in Wash's mouth. She's like, shut.
Wash is not that energy right
Wash's
now.
mouth is
His
closed.
mouth is
Yeah.
It's just pouring on him.
I'm gonna... Actually, when I see Kaz re-enter, I'm gonna stand up and be like, can I actually talk to you?
Looks over at Issa. like a huge sigh looks over at Issa.
Maybe another day?
Fine.
She doesn't speak for me. I was looking at you.
Well, you looked at me.
No, I'm not. That wasn't... No, I'm not. I'm also not reprimanding you. What do you need to say? Can you say it? Yeah. Because I do think you do like to hold everything back, and maybe you have people who actually want to help you. I know I'm kind of picking up what Terrence has said, and I'm sorry that we were listening to your conversation. We thought it would be a fun drama game, and then it became very serious, and we stopped. But if I can tell you anything, and he like kind of darts a look at Fiara, who like kind of sinks a little bit more.
Aww.
When you don't bring things up, it gets worse.
Look, I'm sorry. I said a stupid thing. I didn't mean to say it. I just sometimes get angry and say things that come out wrong. And then I get berated, and I try to dig deeper because I don't want to be wrong anymore.
What's wrong with being wrong?
I just keep getting reminded that I am wrong.
Look at her and look at my brother in a cell. All they know is what they've done wrong. And Fiara's like, if you're even like puts up like a hand, like Codex, feel free to be like, nope.
Oh, Shay's gonna try to block his.
Can we hear this?
Yeah, this is at the table.
Oh,
They're
yes,
like
what's at the table?
They're standing like kind of next to the table.
Oh, I thought it was by the door. Oh, I love it. Shay's definitely paying attention.
I mean, if Fiara's gonna like say that Codex is gonna be like, no, it's okay. Hey, I love being wrong. It means that eventually I'm gonna be right.
That's not how that works at all.
It's like a learning thing. You do it wrong enough, and then eventually you're like, oh, that was wrong, and then you do it right.
Listen, the past 5 months for the three of us, as I'm sure for the rest of you, I'm not comparing, has been hell. It's not been good, because we've all finally had to sit with what we've done wrong. And for the three of us, not comparison, just explaining, we have to realize what we've done wrong since the fall of Ponte. We could compare whose is worse. I think out of the three of us, Fiara don't speak, and Fiara's like, my wrong has been avoidance. Fiara has sat with the things she's done wrong and has apologized to some people she has needed to. Balthazar is not doing well, and that is no fault of anybody else other than himself, and no better deservance, I think, for what Balthazar has done, as somebody who doesn't want his sibling to be dead. I'm sure most of you do want him dead, so it is what it is, but I don't know. I don't know much about you. I do know a lot about the Rousseaus, and I know a lot about the people who you were. If you have wrong in that or not, you have to deal with it. And the first thing, a very recent lesson I've at least learned, I'm hoping you've learned, Fiara, and I'm hoping Balthazar has learned, is admitting and accepting that.
I think everybody thinks I haven't admitted and accepted it. I have.
Have what?
Admitted that I've done a lot of wrong.
What have you done wrong?
Got my brother killed. I fucked over my family. I put a lot of people in danger by trying to help.
And you failed in doing so.
Horrendously. And everybody loves to remind me that.
It's good to be reminded.
It's bad to only be reminded.
Well, it's hard when you don't tell people.
That's because people keep reminding me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not Fiara. Did you all know of that? All of that?
No, I did try to have a tell me every now and then, but it didn't happen.
No, not from her mouth.
I knew some of that. And she kind of like looks at Connie, and then looks at Kaz, and then looks at her drink.
There is keeping on, and you don't... There has to be some type of weight of...
I think the hard thing is every time I try to have these conversations, everybody acts like they're on a higher horse than I am.
I hope I don't feel that way to you. The hound thing's a different thing.
And I apologize. This is a stupid word.
If you have a box filled with poisons, you can only damage control it so much without letting people know there's poison in the box. If everybody knows there's poison in the box, you can deal with it, even if it's an issue. But if you try to box it away, it's going to start seeping and making everything worse until you let people know. Sometimes you can get away with it. Sometimes it's a physical, it's a solid, not a liquid. Sometimes it's a liquid, sometimes it's a gas. Not every problem has to be shared like that, but if it becomes something that can't be contained in that box anymore, I don't think it's...
But there's no part of this problem that is anyone else's problem.
But we are friends. We want to help you through any of these problems.
You don't need to help me. There's nothing to help.
Okay, well, I didn't think Othmir was like anyone else's problem because, like, I don't know, I was fucking angry and possessed by God, and I didn't really know I was possessed by God at the time, but I just let it eat at me for a while, and then I almost died, and then I killed Wash. And then Willow died. So people died because I kept things inside, and at the time I didn't think it was anyone else's problem, but then I realized that it really wasn't anyone else's problem, but like we're a group, and now we're friends, and sometimes it's better to share. It's safer to share. So you might think you're keeping people safe, and that's what I thought with Othmir, but I actually put everyone in more danger.
I know I'm not a fate, and Finley might need to explain, or Codex needs to explain for me, because I might have to touch that red flag. I had one goal, and then a lot of people followed me because I kind of inspired people. This sounds so gaudy. But people got hurt, and then I also blamed people who didn't need to, and then nobody knew, and then all the people got hurt, and then I'm not explaining this wrong. I'm gonna take the red. And she gets up and she goes to the bathroom.
Right. What she was trying to talk about is everything went wrong for her, and she ended up with something that she didn't ask for, and she brought her brothers into it, and then said, I need to make a plan to fix this. So she created this whole fake identity. She hid who she was. She rallied these people who believed in her cause. But since she wasn't being honest about anything that was going on, people did get hurt. And she had to secretly, privately hold all of that in, because if she let it out, she would also have to let out who she is, which is a secret that she thought was too big because it would hurt people or get people hurt.
Then people got hurt anyway.
But people got hurt anyways. So she realized there's no point in hiding who I am. Because here's the thing. She could do a lot more good and rally a lot more people by being honest. And having those connections where she can say, like, I just need help. Because if you do things alone and you try your best to do good, even though you know you have a history of hurting people by doing it, you're doing the same thing but hoping for a different outcome. And it's just going to keep doing the same thing, and you're going to add more hurt to yourself because people are going to remind you, hey, when you do this, it hurts people. And you're doing it again, so you're going to hurt people. You've got all of these people who are sitting here by choice, that they care about you, that you're friends with, that you're on a science club with.
Terrence should.
You may not be the good person you want to be right now, and people might remind you that you weren't a good person. But if you choose to be a good person and you work with the people who could help you be that, you'd have a lot more success and a lot less guilt.
I like Drunk Finley. This is a lot of... That's good.
I don't want to say take Balthazar as an example, but he's at a point where he's tried to do the shutting down and not explain anything to anybody, and then here he is.
Connie, I mean, I hope when we talked previously, I didn't come off as if I'm on a high horse or anything, but at the end of the day, even with all this other stuff that's been said, and I know a lot of stuff was just said at you, but you keep saying that we don't have to help you, but we're not doing it because we feel obligated to. We're doing it because we want to, and we want to be here for you. Even if, sometimes you are kind of shitty. I think we all have shitty moments, and that's okay. Because there's a lot of shitty stuff going on in people's lives, and it sucks. But we want to help, and we're best friends, and you locked that in quite a while ago. So, good luck getting out of that one.
Genuinely, there's nothing that needs to be physically helped with. Everything happened in the past and it's done.
But it seems like it's affecting you now.
Well, yeah, things affect people like that. I don't have a family to go back to because I burned that bridge. I tried being honest. It didn't work. Got my brother killed.
Casimir, again, most facial expressions you've ever seen on Casimir's face, tact is always a thing too. Sometimes it's right, and that's a thing coming from me, but there's times, places.
True.
The only thing that really needs to be of concern for the table is my aunt.
Well, we knew that one.
Exactly. I told you about that one.
Well, there are things that I've asked you about that you haven't wanted to tell me, and I don't think this is the right place or time, but I still want to know. Alright, who is Lady Adelaide?
Terrence is gnawing at his hands, just like
The first nails, and then it's like...
It's SpongeBob with the arms going
And then, yeah. And if this makes you more comfortable, I saw her ghost.
You didn't see her ghost. She didn't die.
Then who did I speak to that said her name was Adelaide?
Probably some puppet my aunt made.
Sing a song about Coraline.
Yes. Well, it does make sense because she said her mother killed her? Seraphima?
Yeah, Seraphima was Lady Adelaide's mom. It was a ruse constructed because Seraphima can't have kids.
Why is that like a thing? Why, is that like a big deal?
What?
Well, that means Adelaide was your cousin, no? You, somehow, since Seraphima's your aunt?
Being evil makes you infertile.
Yes.
That's our kin of kids, so therefore he is good.
Terrence, after sitting and staring in his cup, is like, Axel told me.
What?
So do you want to say it? Because I'm freaking out.
I'm freaking out.
Seraphima needed a kid. Someone to fill a spot and make her look good. It's great publicity. She didn't have kids. You know who did have kids? Theodore. Her brother. My dad. She asked for a kid. A kid said yes. That was me.
And Seraphima's daughter was Adelaide.
This
And Adelaide is you.
me.
So this poor girl that thought she was Adelaide was not. She's
Probably
the one
just-
that died for you.
So she was a stand-in.
Yep.
Why didn't she kill you?
Because she couldn't catch me. You know, when you fell from the polish wall?
Oh yes, we had that spell scroll.
I didn't have a spell scroll when I fell.
Is that what happened to the...
She shakes her head.
You fucking leg, you loser.
God, is that...
Yeah, I jumped, and while there was a hanging corpse of one of my friends, I got a little bit of leeway to get a little bit lower, effectively snapping his neck and falling.
So she hung several of your friends for...
She hung all my friends.
To what purpose?
To make me scared. You see, the Wilds don't like Seraphima. She kind of like looks to Finley. The Wilds don't like Seraphima, right?
Absolutely not. Finley's just like shaking his head.
And she does this thing where she likes to go into the Wilds and terrorize their cities, tell people they're not paying their taxes, and bring them back home. And then she kills them and uses their blood for something. Maybe a wish.
Balthazar did say that.
Yeah, I'm putting a lot of pieces together. She has this glove thing.
Interesting.
But yeah, so she would throw a lot of people in jail. I knew where the jail was. I tried to let them go. I got caught. And then they tried to pay off one of the guys that I was releasing to be a criminal, so they could be like, wow, she's releasing criminals. Perfect reason to get hung.
So why is your family pissed off at you? Guys like, I will dig.
So, I went home because the river that you fall into goes up to Thoroughbrook, which is where my family is. So I crawled my way up to my home, and Seraphima knew that probably the first place I would go is home. And she didn't let up because she knew that I didn't die, but my family didn't want to give me up. So eventually I said, I have to leave because she's just relentless.
How did she know you didn't die? Does she keep an eye on you at all times?
She didn't find a body. She saw me jump. There was a glimmer of a chance that I would live. You know, they probably would have reported it if they found a body in the river.
True.
So how does you leaving your family end up with your brother dead? And another angry sibling?
So I thought I could try to fix it by proving that all the taxes Lady Seraphima gains are not up to standard. And if I had a paper trail, I'd be able to present myself back as Lady Adelaide to say, hey, things aren't lining up here. Your ruler's corrupt. Here's my proof. Tried to go to a place to get that paper trail. It was rigged to explode.
So she knew you were going for it.
I can't tell you that. I don't know. It blew up, effectively killing my brother and crippling my sibling.
You went to where, the Birth Nursery?
Birth Notary. I know I should have went to the Onyx Obscurity.
Well, the Birth Nursery was under the jurisdiction of the Naramont Society.
Yeah.
But, Fiara, how long ago did this happen?
It happened 5 years ago.
Yes, Fiara would have only just been in office, so she wouldn't have been able to. The previous Bull of the Nerimon Society rigged a lot of things, because he also pushed things under the rug.
Shocking.
So it doesn't surprise me that.
So I was trying to do a good thing, and everybody keeps reminding me I did a bad thing.
Did your siblings willingly go?
Willing is a complicated word. I think they just wanted their sister back.
How young were they?
Axel was 14. Ezra was 16.
And you were how old at the time?
18.
So you're the eldest. Makes sense why they would follow, but they still made the choices.
Right.
But it's like, actually.
Right, no, I'm not gonna. No, never mind.
Didn't they? Do you have something to say?
There is a responsibility being the older one. People do look to you. People are inspired by you. People do love you in spite of the things they can't recognize about you. That doesn't stop with the oldest. Young siblings are very much influenced by older siblings. And siblings older than those siblings also have a duty to protect. So even if you didn't force anybody to go, you didn't drag them by their hands and knees.
Yeah, I did something stupid and got someone hurt. I know, Finley, I know.
This was more just a direct bounce off.
It's
I mean,
unnecessary.
entertain the idea that they were completely autonomous to make that choice. Because it also does erase the fact that they got hurt. I'm not saying that you forced them to do it, but I am saying...
When Ponte fell, Fiara and I tried to go back to see what we could do, and Balthazar stepped in to tell us not to. Because it didn't matter how much we wanted to do something, he looked after us and told us not to. We were about the same ages, actually. I was 14, Fiara was 18, and Balthazar was 22. I'm not saying this to be like, take the weight, I'm sure you do. But...
So yeah, every time I see my family, they want to remind me of all the horrible things I've done. So it makes me not want to see my family.
Have you addressed it like this with them?
I haven't had the chance.
Do you want to?
I don't know.
I mean, when the only things we knew about it were the wrong, I guess. We didn't know the context for any of it. And I'm not saying that changes the wrong, but when you lay it all out, you can see what happened for what it totally was. When you just say, I killed my brother, you don't get much context. I don't know. It's all devastating, but we only knew that you knew you were wrong. With the whole
I think it's just that's what everybody tells me. I was wrong.
Do you feel that you were wrong?
Yes. I made a mistake.
And it seems like you've been trying to do better since then and rectify something that was in your past. No?
I will say, sorry. I will say I love your optimism. I can smell avoidance.
I want to fix it, but I don't want to hurt anyone else in the process.
I mean, where we are now, well, no, not we, where you are now, the Fated Fates, there are a lot of eyes on you. And one of the big ones, other than Seraphima, is Arathia. And I know your involvement with the Diamond. And if Arathia knows that Cornelia Rousseau is involved, I'm sure Arathia also has eyes on your family.
Yes.
So there's more issues going on.
Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily have to be yours to deal with alone. But maybe there needs to just be an open and honest conversation with your family about whatever the past was is what happened in the past, but time to move forward. Take responsibility where you need to take responsibility and tell them the past is no longer the past, which is shitty. Even when things are fixed to where they should be, it will not be the same.
Sure.
But that's just kind of what it is.
I think there's a little bit of hope in my heart that I can still bring him back.
Maybe focus on the people that are still here. I don't, as much as I know about you all, I know what was on paper about most of you. But I'm sure we've all experienced loss. I have experienced loss to family as well. I think at least some of us can attribute to that. I don't know. I can at least say you, and I can at least say Finley. I would do anything to get my parents back. My friends, my city, my people. And when I say my people, it's not like, oh, I was a lord to be. I hate to talk about like what Fiara says, but Ponte was a place like no other. And everybody was equal. It sounds so ridiculous, but there was no one was homeless, no one was starving, no one was poor. It was socialism. There were just people who would help. People would look to others for decision making because sometimes people don't like to make decisions, and that's who my parents were. They were the best people I've ever known. And as much as I'd want to bring them back more than anything, I need to focus on what's around me right now. Casimir looks immediately at you, Issa, and then quick turns.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's okay to make a mistake or do something wrong or have something horrible happen. It's okay. But there's a difference between accepting the things that you've done and doing what you can to change and make fixes where you can. But villainizing yourself, making yourself a villain to your own person is not helpful. Detaching you from you is not helpful. Maybe they're right. You've done all this shit. You've done all these wrong things. But you're still you. And you can only do what you can do best to make changes going forward. And try to do good, bad, whatever. You're not that person anymore. Every day you're a new person. And that's coming from one vampire and two others who pretended like we're the same people we've been since we were 14, 18, and 22. You change every day. And she might have done things, but what are you doing now? And also, you're not her anymore. You weren't since the second after they told you that you were her, when you did it. And it's fair to say you gotta let her go to the people who think you've done wrong, so that you can all work to do better. At the end of the day, doing good or bad doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, it does, but it's... Listen, you all went to this banquet where you got called heroes, and I've seen enough eye rolls to hear that you don't like that. You don't like being determined about the good things you've done, so why give yourself the same weight for the bad things you've done? Yes, admit them. Yes, accept them.
Yes, try to be better.
How much of this are you saying for me, and how much of this are you saying for yourself?
I'm saying it for the full table.
Are you saying it for yourself?
Yes, of course I am.
Okay.
I just said I was saying this entire thing to, well, not exactly, but word for word for what I'm seeing now to Issa. And I hope it wasn't a dig, but just in case that was supposed to be a dig at me, I'm a person who's been idly waiting by for things to be admitted from my family, and now that they're doing it, it is easier for me. So maybe that's what your family needs too. I talked for, days with Issa about how I didn't want to be part of the things that are happening, but I am part of the things that are happening. I didn't want to be tugged between my brother and my sister, and all the other problems that happened with Zabrari and whatever else. But during the 5 months I've realized, it doesn't matter, I'm part of it now. And I've been part of it, and me avoiding it has not been helpful. And I'm saying that as maybe what your family is doing, or anybody else's family is doing, or whatever other losses we all have. You have people here, from what it sounds like, want to help you. And I'd say, if you're not going to accept it, then don't be here. But if you are, they're here to help you.
And we have been.
I've got a question. Say tomorrow you had the chance to bring your brother back. Are the you are now the person you want him to meet when he gets back?
Jesus.
And that will end today's episode.
Yes.
That's that joke.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The Table is Yours releases episodes in video and podcast format every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. You can follow The Table is Yours everywhere by the handle @TTIYDND. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the table next time.